Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to day 3 of the CORONAWAY yoga challenge. Today we're going to do a warm-up first for our pose today, which is elephant pose. So if you've never heard of elephant pose, this might be a new one for you. This one is really great for working on opening up your hips, getting your knee up over your shoulder, and balancing on your arms. So let's begin today down on our backs, and if you have 2 blocks, let's grab a hold of those. So come down onto your back, and just take a moment to bring your knees into your chest, and let your knees separate, and you can grab the back of your knees. This is called cocoon, and just gently open up your groin, your inner thighs, maybe a little rock side to side. Maybe gripping the front of your knees and just driving the knees down, working on your compression. And then lower your feet to the floor nice and slow. Take just your right leg, and let's grab the inside of that foot, and I want you to drive the right knee down towards the floor. In a half happy baby, start to lengthen this left leg out, pressing the back of the knee down towards the floor and driving the right knee down towards the floor. Keep this left hip grounded. Keep this left arm either reaching out in opposition. You can have it down to the side. You can have it in a cactus arm. Maybe shifting your neck from side to side. Good. Take a moment here to slowly lower the right leg down. Let's switch sides now. Gripping the left hand on the inside of the left foot. Once again, inspiring this left knee down towards the floor. Lengthening your right leg out long this time. Taking a moment to really press the right leg down as you drive the left knee down, using your arm as leverage. Keep your collarbones wide. Keep your back and right hip and right shoulder grounded onto the floor. Flexing your ankles, opening your groin, opening your hips in this half happy baby. Really extending long. Good. Let's bring both knees back into the chest and rock side to side. And then now let's go for our full happy baby. Knees are apart, hands reach in between the thighs. You can grab the outer edges of the feet, the inner edges of the feet, or you can wrap around under the heels. This can feel kind of nice too. And just drive those knees down, 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 down. Really try to let your hips open, let your groin open, but try to see if you can keep your tailbone from lifting up, but rather reaching your tailbone and hips down, reaching your shoulder blades down, flattening your back as much as you can. And you can work on maybe lengthening through the back of one hamstring and alternating sides. Let's do this 2 more times. To the right and to the left. 1 more time each side. To the right and 1 more time to the left. Good. Take your time here to lay down flat. Let's take a big full body stretch just to kind of relax and neutralize those hips. Good, big full body stretch. And then let's come up to sitting. And let's take a wide-legged straddle. We're just going to take a moment to loosen up the muscles in our groin and our inner thighs just a little bit more. So maybe you can bring your hands out in front, start to shift, and start to circle. Alternating sides, leaning forward with a long spine. Circling one way and circling the other. Good. Now lean forward to the center. Maybe you can get your forearms to the ground, maybe not. So for this particular pose, we just really need to open those hips, to loosen them up. The more that you do stretch and open up your hips, the easier it will be to get proper placement in this posture. So you can always press pause on this video and hold this stretch as long as you need to. If you feel really tight in these muscles, it might take you 3 minutes, 5 minutes of just holding and loosening up in order to feel like pretty good here. Maybe you're able to go a little bit lower. And let's just take 5 breaths here. Take your last breath in. As you exhale, start to lift up out of this for me. Take your left leg and hook it in front of your body. I'll mirror you, so take your left leg and bring it in front of your body. Take your right leg and cradle it and see if you can get your right edge of the foot into the elbow crease. And then interlace the fingers here. Sit up really, really tall, long spine, and wiggle from side to side. So this posture is a one-sided posture, so we'll be doing this on both sides. So it's important to stretch both hips, groin equally. Good, so after you've held this for about 5 breaths or so, we can switch sides, placing that right foot down, picking your left foot up and cradling a shin. Outer edge of the foot comes into the elbow crease, interlace the hands. If you're not able to put your foot into the elbow crease, it's okay to just hold the foot and cradle. But we're working on that external rotation and really just opening that hip and that SI joint. Once again, once you've held for about 5 breaths, you should be good to release it. So, let's find ourselves setting up for downward facing dog. Spread your fingers, tuck your thumbs partially in, tuck your toes, and lift your hips up and back. Take a moment here to spread your shoulder blades, plug your shoulders into your spine, into your torso, and pedal through your feet. Wake up your calves, your hamstrings. Let's lead with our right leg first now. Start to settle into a neutral position after you've done this, maybe 5 breaths or so. We'll take our right leg up high to 3-legged dog. Deep inhale. As you exhale, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand and start to wiggle your left toes back, 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 back. Turn your right toes out to the corner. And then see if you can bring your forearms down to the floor. Lizard pose. So really getting into that hip. You can drop the back knee if you need to, but it's a bigger stretch if you keep it lifted. And just rock forward and backwards. You can practice kind of where we're going with this pose by trying to put your shoulder underneath that right knee and just seeing what that feels like. Maybe even walking your right foot in and seeing what that feels like. Rocking. Let's take one more full breath here. And then walk yourself back up to straight arms. See if you can start to straighten that right leg. Push down through your palms, lift up through your ribs, flex the right ankle, drag the heel back to downward facing dog. Spread your fingers, stabilize, and we'll do this on the left. Inhale, left leg floats up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left foot steps to the outside of the left hand. Wiggle the right toes back, 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 back. And once again, if you're able, maybe you bring your forearms down. Your left toes can point out to the side. Lizard pose, big, big opener here. Maybe rocking forwards and backwards. Maybe doing a little test and just seeing if you can get that knee over the shoulder. Let's take 3 more breaths here, just rocking and lengthening. Good. Now there's one last thing that we can do to kind of help prepare for this movement. So let's reverse back out the same way. Straightening that left leg, flexing it and dragging as we push down through the floor back to down dog. Now take these blocks of yours and bring them out in front of you at their toaster setting in your downward facing dog. And you can practice stepping or hopping through. And from here, we're just going to practice pushing down through our palms, lifting our hips up off the floor, pull your booty back, 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 and see if you can lift your feet off the ground. I recommend doing this anywhere from 3 to 5 times. Maybe you take it to a lower setting, pressing down through your palms, gripping into your fingertips, lifting your hips up off the ground, pushing, pushing, pulling your hips back, seeing if you can lift your feet up, and lowering down. If you feel you can take those blocks away, bring your hands to the floor. This is definitely the hardest one. Push down, down, down through your hands, pull your booty back. Maybe your feet can lift off the floor, and lower down. Good. And you can just finish, if you're really tight in those hamstrings, taking the arms up and folding forward over the thighs. All right, you guys, that is our warm-up for day 3 for elephant pose. So please give this warm-up a try, get those hips open and happy to help you be more successful in this posture. And tune in to the next video, which will be our day 3 elephant pose how-to video. And I want to see your pictures, I want to see your videos, hashtag CORONAWAY Yoga Challenge, and please tag me. I want to see your progress. I really do care. And so far with day 1 and day 2 with crow and headstand, everyone has been killing it so far. I'm super proud of everyone. And let's just get more people to keep joining in with us. So like and share with your friends. Tell them to hit up my Patreon, patreon.com/BrittanyKitchen for the videos, or just watch on Instagram for BK Aerialist. All right, thank you guys so much. Stay happy, stay healthy. Namaste.